These planes, y'all. It's crazy. Can't even fly in a plane now. It's ridiculous. Come in the room, come in the room, come in the room. Come in the room. Come in the room, y'all. What's up with y'all, man? What's going on? I'm shouting out everybody right now. Barbie Girl, All-Star Jackson, Nico Spanai, Calvin Stevens, that boy Jizzle, Kenneth, Kelly. I went live earlier, y'all, and I was touching on this, but I had to jump off live, so we revisited it. What's going on, y'all? What up, Craig? Sharita, what up? On the way to work? Okay. Julian, what's up, man? Audrey, what's going on? Tavis, Hattie Hamburg, hey, what's going on, Hattie? Barbie Girl, what up? Shiro, what's going on? Tammy from Florida, what's up? What's going on, Tammy? Marcy, what's going on, Marcy? Shout out to all my subscribers in the chat. All my exclusive people. Just got back from work, okay. See you, Nico, getting to the money. What up, John Jackson? What up? Everybody put your cities in the chat, man. Put your cities in the chat. Area codes. All of that, man. Beverly Cooper, what's happening? Calvin, what up, man? Hey, man, I've just been working, man. Working, brother. Galveston, Texas, 301 Maryland, Farrell, Pennsylvania, Beloit, Wisconsin, Memphis, Vegas, Winston-Salem, Flint, Michigan, Monroe. Andrew, what up? Hello from France. What's going on, France? Greenville, South Cackalack. Juliet, Detroit, Michigan, 313. St. Louis, home team, 314. How are you? DMV, Chicago, Chi-Town in the building 2 times. Dallas, Midway, Georgia. Look, y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for coming in, man. Like I said, I did try to go live earlier and talk about this, but, you know, I had to get off live. But these planes is ridiculous. Got people scared to fly. What really prompted me to talk about this was earlier when I saw that in Chicago, a Southwest airline flight almost collided into another flight at the airport. Did y'all see that? Adrian, appreciate it. Phoenix, Arizona in the building. I see you. You know, at this point, y'all, at this point in the game, you're just gonna have to pray, man. Pray before you fly. Blessed oil everywhere. Like, what's going on? Ever since 2025 came knocking at the door, planes been just dropping out the sky. Stuff just, you got people driving now. A lot of people in entertainment business, you know, not athletes, but like a lot of musicians, a lot of comedians don't want to use a plane now. Everybody wanna drive, and I don't blame them. Me, I get invited to go places and do things. You know, I got business. You think I want to fly? Heck no. No. If anything, hey, if I can drive there, I'm driving. I don't know what y'all think about this. Put it in the comment section. What y'all think about all these planes, man? Do y'all travel for work? What y'all doing? And my workplace is miles away from the airport. I have a California trip scheduled for May, but I'm really considering canceling the trip. Yeah, I mean, you know, I really hate that we gotta go as far as saying we're gonna cancel trips and stuff. But you gotta go with your gut at this point, because you just don't know. At this point, I want to be in the cockpit. But bump that. I want to be in the cockpit. At this point, I want to see who's flying the plane. I want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation. I want to have lunch. I want to talk. I want to pray. I want to have a little powwow just to just to see where your mind is at. All right? Can I sit in the cockpit? I just want to sit there. Oh, brother, I thought that button right there. What's that? What that do? Greg, what that button do right there? You ain't hit that when we was getting in the air. Why you hitting it now? I want to know everything. Like this man. Hey, I remember the first time I got on a plane. I was terrified. I was going on a cruise with my family. We was flying from St. Louis to Miami, and I was terrified, man. I was terrified. And then as I started to get into comedy and I started to, do my thing online and I started to go to these different events and stuff, flying got a lot easier for me over the years. But this year is giving me cause to pause. Yeah, Jazz, 2025 has been crazy. It's been crazy. Now, the first incident when the Army helicopter, whatever that was, collided and there were no survivors with that one plane. Earlier this year, honestly, that I felt like that was an isolated incident. I said, okay, that happened. That ain't gonna happen again. It's been stuff left and right, y'all. It's been 5, 6, 7, 8 incidences with planes since that first one to start the year. Like, seriously. I don't understand, man. I really don't. I don't get it. And man, I don't know what we're gonna do with these flights. I want to know if them people actually still got on the plane that day. Like with how these flights are with all these planes going down and all this stuff happening. If I'm in an airport, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Thankfully, I haven't been on a plane for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, if I ain't got to go nowhere on no plane, I'm good. I drive. I drive. Party said I'm walking. I've never been on a plane before, and now I probably never will. You'll get on one. You'll get on one day. I mean, I'm not one to live in fear. I don't believe in living in fear. But all I'm saying is, y'all gotta be aware, man. Y'all can't just be out here all willy nilly, man. Y'all gotta at least like y'all know how if y'all been in the airport and y'all get ready to get on the plane and you see your pilot getting ready to get on there, I take a good look at him before he get on that plane. I do it every time. Every time. Before the plane get in the air, the pilots always get on before the passengers get on, carrying wheeling their little bags. I always take a good look at them. If you look, if I even think you intoxicated, if you look sleepy, I'm asking questions. It's not living in fear, it's living in real life. Yeah, you're right, Olivia. You're right. You're right. But, it all comes down to prayer, man. It all comes down to prayer and having some wisdom when we traveling. Gotta have some wisdom, man. Got to. And then I never understood that saying where people have said that statistic, you more safer in the plane than you are in the car. That never sat right with me. That never sat right with me. I'm more safer. I'm more safe in a plane than I am in a car. You're more likely to die on the highway than on the plane. Man, look. Nowadays, what'd you say now? Nowadays, how you feel about that now? You still think that way after all of this? Slade, what up? You still think that way? I think it's a lot of people thinking different about that statistic now. At least if I'm behind the wheel of a car, I can kind of, if I'm alert, because I'm not on my phone. When I'm driving, I'm alert. I'm looking at what's ever in front of me. I don't play around on my phone. I don't do all that. That's why especially if you got a car and all this technology and stuff, you have no need to pick up your phone when you're in the car. If you got Apple CarPlay, all this stuff, you have no need to have your phone in your hand. So at least I can swerve out the way. At least I can pull over if I sense some danger. If I'm on a plane, I got to rely on the pilot. If I'm on a plane, I got to rely on the pilot and the co-pilot to get me to my destination safely. That's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. If you're going highway speed sometimes, even if you're alert, you can't be saved. Yeah, things happen. I'm not saying things don't happen, but I sure like to have my hands at the controls rather than, you're a lot calmer if you driving than letting somebody else drive you. Just put yourself in that scenario. Put yourself in a passenger seat. If you're in a passenger seat seeing somebody else drive and you nervous, you can't do nothing but sit there and let them drive and hope and pray and yell and scream that they get you to safety. You sitting there dormant. You can't do nothing. So that's the same thing as somebody on the plane. You just sitting there, you like, all right, we just gonna pray that we get down here. But you know what, man? It's crazy. It's wild. Shoot. You get into a car crash, the car might flip over a couple times, and you still might have a broke neck, but you got a chance. You got a chance. I take my chances, Lord Jesus. You know this. I'm just talking. I mean this for real. I take my chances with a flip or two. I slide. I hit the railing. Car shake me up. But if that plane go down, that's it. That plane go down, ain't no coming back. There's no guarantee. No guarantee that you're going to make that. So, I mean, y'all can sit up here and say, the car is more dangerous, this and that. But look, man, I've seen a lot of car crashes and people that survived and could have been fatal and they still had some quality of life. I had a family member of mine that got into a bad accident. Car tumbled a couple times, came out, wasn't scratched up. Car flipped 5-6 times, walked right out of it. I ain't never known nobody to go on a plane crash and make it out. Not personally. Not personally. I ain't never seen that. What was the final on the Malaysian flight? I'm not sure. Sometimes the car even still drives after. Right. But man, look, bottom line is if you gotta travel, you gotta travel. Don't live in fear. Go do your business, do what you gotta do. Don't live in fear, don't be tripping. Right, I was in a car crash and they had to cut me out of the car. I didn't have one scratch. There you go. There you go. Because the bottom line is, so it's a stupid thing to say, well, is people still going to travel? Why people still traveling? People still traveling because people got to go to work. You know, you got some people there for their job. They in and out of different cities every week. You know, some people are managers, businessmen, you know, entertainers, whatever. People got to travel, man. You can't stop. Life don't stop. That's the crazy part. Like, life is not going to stop because of tragedy. Life, it keeps going. It keeps going, man. And you know, that's the reality. Ain't nothing stopping this train. Everything got to keep going. My 86-year-old grandma got in a terrible car accident. Her right arm was dislodged and went down to her ankles. She's still here today like it never happened. Wow, I'm glad she is still here. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, if grandma had been in the plane and the plane went down, grandma, sad to say, she might not be here. So when you talk about that whole scenario of you safer in the plane than you are in the car, look, man, I don't put my 100% trust and faith in all my 100% trust and faith is in God, Lord Jesus Almighty, because you know, you got to just drive in faith nowadays, especially driving. You know, I kind of get it though, because people be driving crazy too. These drivers, people have no common sense. People drive crazy every day. And I remember when I was growing up, my daddy used to always tell me, you got to drive for you and the next person. You can't drive for yourself. So I didn't really understand that until I got older. When I got older, I'm like, he always talking about drive for, what that mean, drive for the next person? What does that mean? Nah, no. I was just out today running around, errands, doing what I got to do. Almost got in 2 or 3 accidents because people just, it's like people get their license and they forget the test. They forget how to drive. They forgot everything. I bet you half these drivers out here don't even know what some of these street signs mean. I bet you half these drivers out here can't even look at some of these street signs and tell what they are. People that forgot. Defensive driving is the key. Yes, it is, Truth. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Watching the road, you got to watch everybody. You got to. Y'all got to get off them cell phones. You got to get off all of that stuff, man, and pay attention. Ain't nothing on that set. Ain't nobody calling you that important is worth your life. I don't care who. My wife could be calling. My mama could be calling me. Hey, man, look, if I can't pick it up, I'm not picking it up when I'm driving. I turn into a real life old head out there. I can't pick this up. I can't pick it up. If I can't press that call button on my wheel and it don't answer, hey, you know. But it's almost impossible because, like I said, you got Apple CarPlay. We got all these screens, these smart vehicles, man. There's no need for you to be on your phone, man. There's no need with all this technology. And people want to sit up and talk about car accidents. You got cars today that's parking themselves. You got cars that keep you in your lane. My car does that. If I get out my lane, if I'm in cruise control and I get out my lane, it will turn my wheel and jump my wheel back in the lane. So nowadays, if you get into an accident, you want to be in an accident. That's just how I feel about it with some people. I see people out here driving some of the smartest cars, looking dumb as ever. Driving 2025 Escalade. Grant, appreciate it. While driving, you're at the mercy of the other driver. You are. Driving 2025 Escalade and don't know what to do. You can actually turn that off. Turn what off? The car, the wheel jolting? Crack dummies in a smart car. Yeah. in a smart car, eating smart food, drinking smart water, looking like a dummy. Like, come on, man. Trey, good evening. What up? So, I don't know, man. This plane situation got everybody shook. You know, people scared to travel. People scared to get out here and take care of business. But at the end of the day, it ain't stopping. It ain't stopping. You know. I just don't understand how we have all this technology and people getting dumber. It ain't making us no better. Actually, all this technology is actually handicapping us as a human race. It's handicapping us because it's doing everything for us. You know, we gonna like literally people are gonna forget to drive in the future because you're gonna have a robot or your car is gonna be fully functional to drive for you. People are gonna forget how to drive. I kid you not. I was leaving my house one day, and I had my parking brake on, and I kid y'all not. This is what happened. I had my parking brake on in the car. I turn the car on. I get in. I'm like, man, my car. I'm steady trying to have my foot on the thing, trying to figure it out. When I tell you, after like 3 or 4 minutes of me trying to figure it out, a message popped up on my dashboard and said, put your foot on the brake and press P to release the brake. As a matter of fact, it said, please put your foot on the brake to release the emergency brake. Y'all, the car basically went off on me. The car went off on me. The car, after me trying to figure it out, and I had just got the car. What I got, it's 2024. It's a 22. I just got the car. I didn't know how to release the parking brake. I put it on, but I didn't know how to release it. After pressing all these buttons, it popped up literally and said, please put your foot on the brake and release the brake pedal. I almost took the car back. I almost took it back. Oh, you don't talk to me like that. I'm the human. You don't talk to me like that. I almost went off on my own car. I felt dumb. I felt stupid in the moment. This is a car. That's what we do as humans. If you don't know how to do something, I tell you, hey, you're supposed to put your foot there. The car did that to me. Tasha, I kid you not. The car said, please put your foot on the brake pedal to release the parking brake. I said, did that mug say please? Like it's tired of me or something? I almost pulled the manual out of the glove compartment. Because I'm like, what is, since when do a car say, please put your foot on the brake pedal so you can release don't tell me, I'll figure it out. Who is you to tell me? Man, look, I'm telling y'all, this technology, it outsmarted me. That's why I was tripping, because I was blown away at the fact that this car just told me what I needed to do. Y'all not understanding me, man. Y'all not getting it. Y'all not understanding me. The car told me. Like it recognized me messing up. It recognized me trying to figure it out. I'm stomping on the brake pedal. I'm doing this. I'm like, man, how do you release this parking brake? How do you? I'm pressing stuff, fiddle faddling. That thing said, please put your foot on the brake. Olivia, right. It's not an electric car. No, it's not. It's a 2024. But I'm saying, like, think about Okay, if my car did that to me, imagine what cars are gonna be like in the next 30 years. It ain't gonna take that long. In the next 10 years. Think about it, by 2035. Imagine how these cars are gonna be. You're gonna have your car telling you to get out, you stink. Go in the house, take a shower. No, you cannot ride me today. You stink. No, you are not sitting down in this seat. I do not smell a fresh scent. No. Your car gonna decide when it wanna let you in or not. Your car gonna be suggesting hygiene. 2035, Tasha, it's going down, I'm telling you. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. This technology like this AI, artificial intelligence, has taken over. You can say goodnight. It's over with. It's over with. Artificial intelligence has taken over. AI, oh yeah. 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 And people, I see a lot of people saying like AI is so scary that think about these kids that's being born this year. By the time they get to be adults in the next 18 years, they might not be able to tell the difference between real life and artificial intelligence. We look at AI now and it looks realistic. Imagine these babies that's just being born and how it's gonna look in 18 years. Or 15 years. Man, it's only technology, it's only gonna grow and it's only gonna get crazier. You know? It is scary, Cos. It is scary. It is. Man. People gonna be having robot girlfriends, robot boyfriends. They already doing it now with pillows and crap like that. What you think gonna happen if you get real life robots walking around and you can program her to say do whatever, program him to say do whatever? Y'all seen iRobot? I know y'all seen iRobot. That's a real, like, iRobot gonna be a real thing. Will Smith was a prophet with that movie. I'm for real. iRobot gonna be real life. Yeah, they doing it with pillows, Lee. Pillows, dummies, the little things you blow up, put air in it. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But the thing with the airplanes and stuff going down, I mean, this didn't make me no. I mean, I've always, every time I get on the plane, I've always been on edge. I've never not been on edge when I get on the plane. So all with these planes falling out the sky and crashing into each other and they bumping into each other on airports and they can't land right. This is all the stuff that goes through my head each and every time I get on a plane. This is nothing new to me because I get on these planes and my mind goes to the absolute worst sometimes because you just never know. You never know. You never know, man. If you ain't never been on a plane before, I wonder, like, why haven't you been on a plane before? Like, you never left your hometown? If you've never been on a plane before, that means that you've never left your city. Well, no, that doesn't, because you obviously could drive. But, I mean, no, that's quite true. There's some people that actually drive everywhere. So I take that back. There are some people that literally, they will drive everywhere. They refuse to take planes. They'll drive 10 hours. So I can't even sit up here and say that if you've never taken a plane before, you ain't been nowhere. Yeah, man. But man, you would just think with all this technology we got, all of this stuff, man, you would think stuff would never go down. But the truth about it is anything that's made with human hands can have error. That's it. I just said something. I ain't said nothing to you. Anything that's made with these hands can have error. You want to know why? Because we are imperfect people. And anything we put our hands on to do, I don't care. You could be the best surgeon, doctor in the world, but the number one leading cause of all patients in hospitals is a doctor making a mistake. A doctor mistake. That's like top one, top two. One of the leading causes of deaths in patients. Because we're flawed human beings, man. So anything we do, that's why they be like, man, planes are safe, man. We inspected them planes with your eyes. I told my baby to take the train to come home. You can use the train as well. Yeah. It was a few planes last month. I think it was like, wasn't it like 2 planes last month or 3? So just even if it was a small incident, it's been something every month. It's been something since the year came in. Yeah, but look at what we're doing right now. Everybody wants the benefits of computers and instant messaging, but nobody wants to keep progressing. They can't stop it, Chris. They can't stop it. We're going to always progress. We're going to always progress. I drove from California to Maryland. Great experience. Made it a road trip. Yeah, man. Hey, I got a couple places I'm going this year. You know, I'm going somewhere with the family in a few months, and we driving. Like I said, we driving. I get a top-notch rental. Leave early, not early. Yeah, you leave early enough in the morning to where you ain't hit no traffic. When you out in that open road, that's what something about. I love that open road. When you can get in that open road where it ain't no traffic. And then this is the thing too, y'all. People be in a rush. Another thing my pops used to tell me, if you already running late, there's no need to rush. Because you already late. Late is late. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30. At the end of the day, when you get there, your boss going to be like, you late. And they don't care about it being 5 minutes, 2 minutes late. 2 minutes is just as bad as 30 in their eyes. Because if you late, you late. So my dad, look, my dad, he's one of the most prompt, because my dad, I'm telling y'all, he was a Marine, United States Marine Corps. He was in the military. I'm telling you, the man was A1 on point with everything. If you say you're going to do it, you better do it. If you told him you're going to be here at this time, you better be here at this time. If you tell him that if you tell him I need you to be here at 3 o'clock, he gonna be there at 2:50, 2:45, because he believes in being on time. And when that man told me, when he told me, if you running late and you already running behind, wisdom will tell you don't rush, because you could risk yourself getting into an accident, which is why we on this live talking tonight. Talking about these planes going down and stuff. This is just a little sidebar. Like, what's the point in rushing and you beeping everybody in traffic and you swerving doing donuts, you bending the corners, you drifting in and out of traffic? What's the point in doing that if you freaking risk your life being in danger? "30 minutes late, you might miss something. 2 minutes late, you might be good. They might not even notice. 30, everybody knows. I'll take 2 minutes late over 30 all day." You missed the point. You missed the point I was trying to say. Athlete 36, you missed it. You missed the point. Did anybody get what I was just saying? Did y'all get what I was just saying? Did anybody? Please, one person. I know somebody got what I was saying. If you know how you drive, if you know how to drive, then you can get away with rushing. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Shot Time. Thank you, Tia. Appreciate it. That man said, if you're good at driving, you can get away with rushing. That's crazy. If I'm late, I'm taking my time and getting myself breakfast. I ain't worth risking. Facts. Like, I mean, of course, now rushing look different for everybody, because if you a doctor, if you do life-changing work, you're a firefighter, you're a policeman, then rushing looks different for you, because you have to, regardless, you got to be there. You got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? But if you had a freaking call center, or you work something that's real chill, and you running behind, like me, forget y'all, I'm gonna put myself in. If I worked at a call center and I'm already running behind, I ain't finna rush for y'all. Hey man, look. Cruise control is my best friend, and I drive a Charger. Yeah. So with all these planes going down and all this stuff happening, man, look, man, you gotta keep traveling. You gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep going, man, regardless of how it look. Cause I'm telling you, man, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Appreciate that, Fatima. Does anybody on here take a plane to go anywhere to work? I know somebody on here take a plane to go back and forth somewhere. We got at least 1 or 2 people on here that's on planes every week. I know that for a fact. Put it in the chat. I want to know how y'all feel that's actually on them all the time. I know a lot of people might not be nobody. A lot of people on here said that they never been on one. I quit flying years ago in 2008. Why you stop flying up 2008? What happened? What happened, Paul? It's just plain crazy if you ask me. I see what you did there, custom science. Clever, clever. It's just plain crazy. You ain't lying. That should have been actually the title of my YouTube. Dang, I should have thought of that. It's just plain crazy. That'd have been a good little title. I'm not, my boyfriend is, and it's nerve-wracking. What'd he do, Tasha? That he on a plane every day. What'd he do? Appreciate that lamb sauce. Appreciate it. They gotta have different protocols now too. You know the protocols gotta be different now with these planes. Like it gotta be a different protocol with getting on them. Because now I'm getting on them. I don't want to just hear no regular safety guidelines and you put the thing on your face. No, man, tell me we good. I want a full report. Thorough. You're overreacting. No, I'm just talking about it. How am I overreacting? Somebody said I need a moderator. I really do. I really do need one. Somebody said I'm overreacting. Xavier said I'm overreacting. We just having a conversation, Xavier. I don't know where you from. I don't know where you at. I do sometimes. Protocols. Tell them, Marcy. I've flown a couple times, but mainly I drive for a living. Yeah, that's what everybody talk about, man. This is one of the biggest stories out here. One of the biggest topics out here, man, is these planes going down. A lot of people saying that they gonna start doing a lot more driving. I can't argue with that. I had a friend of mine, he had a show in Dallas. And after them planes went down, my man drove 10 hours, 10, 11 hours to Dallas. He said, I ain't getting on no plane. I was like, I can't even blame you. Can't blame you. I can't blame you. Like if you could drive it, drive it. Renee X, appreciate you. Subscriber, member. I see you. Renee becoming a member. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button right now. Hit that like button, man. Shy to the city was 10 hours easy work. Man, 10-hour drive, man. I drove from St. Louis. I went to Dallas. I went to Dallas for New Year's and we drove it. It was a 10-hour drive. Man, I don't know how I did it. That was the farthest that I ever drove in my life. 10 hours. That was the farthest I ever drove. Drove from Texas to Kentucky. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But man, let me know what y'all think. If you shout out to everybody that's also watching this in the rebroadcast, man. Everybody that's been tuned in. These planes is going crazy. But at the end of the day, man, you got to keep pushing, man. Don't let this stop y'all, man, from traveling and doing what y'all got to do. Period. You should take a discovery flight. What's that? What's a discovery flight? What is that, Xavier? Appreciate the love. What is it? What's a discovery flight? Yeah, don't let this stop y'all, man. For real. On a serious tip, don't let it stop you. I know it's scary, but don't miss out on no money. Don't go on that family trip, go on that business trip. Do what you got to do. Don't stop, man, because you can't let that first set in and keep you from doing what you got to do. And that's period. Joy, appreciate the love, appreciate that. Joy McEakin. Hope I said it right. Appreciate the love. Uh, oh yeah, we already talked about that. Somebody said there's a lot more car crashes than plane crashes. And we talked about that. Miss Didi talking about forget that. What you mean forget that? She said, Miss Didi said she ain't driving, she ain't doing no more planes. She said she done. She said, nah. She said, forget that. Bump that. Oh, Chase, I'm definitely gonna be on a plane again. Oh yeah, I never said I wasn't flying now. I'm definitely gonna be on a plane again. I'm gonna get out there. Hey, wide open. Eyes open. Eyes wide open. I'm gonna be in that cockpit. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be the third person. I'm gonna be the first person to ever sit in the cockpit during the whole flight. I'm up there. And I'm in their ear. I'm not playing. I'm out there. You have great hair. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a little dry. Right now. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Christopher, ignore the trolls, man. We got a lot of trolls in here tonight. I don't have no moderator. I done came on the live raw. I done raw dogged the live. So we got trolls in here, but that's okay. It's the internet. You're gonna have trolls. I'm used to it. Yeah. Don't ever go live without moderators, y'all. This is what you get. Then don't ever raw dog the live. Don't do that. Hey, co-visit for real. Don't do that. Don't raw dog the live. Don't do it. When you go in raw, you get burnt. You go raw, you get burnt. Bro, when the movie coming? Soon, Tyrell. Soon. Marcy, appreciate the love. Marcy, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. Thank you, Marcy, for showing love. Trolls raise your algorithms. I don't know, man. Them trolls, boy. Something else. I be needing them on my TikTok live. I definitely got moderator on my TikTok lives when I go live on TikTok. It's really bad because TikTok be like 65, 75, 80% kids. So, Do you think there are remote controls taking these planes down? No, I don't think it's nothing like that. I truly think it's human error. That's what I think more than anything. I think it's human error. I think it's people just not paying attention. And some of it is just, if it's not human error, it's like 50-50. If it ain't that, it's mechanical failures and stuff like that. And it's poor communication. Very, very poor communication. TK, appreciate the love. Thank you. Appreciate you for liking the skits. Maybe the planes are just old. Nuke, that could be a possibility. But you know what? If you let them tell it, they do all the research. They look at these planes in and out, up, down, side to side, east, west, so that they are safe for everybody to ride on. So if you let them tell the story, there's nothing wrong with these planes. We don't know what happened. It just went down. Okay. Y'all got the best product in the world, but it's just happening. That's why I say stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. It's technology. You know, I think it's just like a server or the internet. Sometimes servers go down. You know, Wi-Fi goes down. Stuff is not perfect. Nothing is perfect. So, you know, that the one thing we always want to do is point the blame and find somebody to like, who's to blame for this? Like, who didn't check? Who didn't do their job? But I truly believe that everybody can do their job and do what they supposed to do, and you still have issues with stuff. Right, Bryson. Bryson say perfection is not attainable. Love your work, King. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's not obtainable. You know, but if you give them some credit, they said that the plane crash that happened, when the helicopter crashed into that plane in January, they said that was the first crash that the U.S. had in the last decade or something like that. Somebody please correct me on that. Please correct me on that. But I think they said that was the first crash, like fatal crash, that the United States have had like the last 10 years or something like that. Like that, they called it a rare occurrence. My cousin had to land due to low fuel. That's unacceptable. Yeah, for sure. They are using rejected parts on planes because of high demand for the parts. Wow. Not I don't know how true that is, but if that's true, that's crazy too. I think they said 20 years. Yeah, Gina, I'm not sure. Yeah. They might have said 20. I think it was the last 15. Do you think spiritual warfare has a play in this? Yes, absolutely. I don't know how many of you all know Prophet Brian Carn, but he prophesied that, man. He prophesied that planes was going to start falling out the sky. He said that actually the prophecy he had for the new year. And when it happened, you know, he obviously came out and spoke about it and stuff. But you know what, man? You could talk about spiritual warfare till you blue in the face. A lot of people just don't believe in it. You know, I believe in it, but a lot of people don't believe in it. It's a lot of people on this live that don't believe in that. They just, you know, they believe in human error. They believe in the facts. They believe in what they can see with their two eyes. Everybody don't believe in that, you know. So I like to leave that where it is, you know. But spiritual warfare is a real thing. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. I don't think people really gonna understand it until Jesus actually come back. People ain't gonna really get it until he actually come back. And then when he do come back and get us up out of here, everybody gonna say it was aliens. So it ain't gonna matter no way. Tina, what up? It was the first mid-air crash. Okay, Chris. All right. There was a pilot with a full airplane come on the overhead announces, this plane isn't fit for flying. I'm not flying it. Everybody bored, and I'd be the first one off the plane. Right. Facts. I'd be the first one off too. I'd be the first one off. Yeah, Renee, they gonna say aliens. You come on, man. You know that. Come on, you know what they gonna say. What is a rejected part? Nothing is named that. I guess they mean parts that's just not being, that they using parts that I guess, I don't know, parts that didn't make the cut. I don't know. That's why I said, I don't know if that's why I said when he said, I don't know if that's factually true, that they've been using parts that's bad parts, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if that's factual or not. It may just be hearsay. How's your A1C, brother? How's your bank account, brother? Hope you're doing all right. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to just stop blocking these people. I can't. You know what, man? You try to get on live and talk to your people and these trolls. You see, YouTube, I'm talking to my real people here. I'm talking to my real supporters on this live. Forget the rest of y'all. I'm trying to have a conversation with y'all, and these trolls is getting on my nerves. I'm not getting on this live again without my moderators. I promise you that. I'm trying to stay focused and read y'all comments, but these ignorant, you know what's, it's playing with me. Leave me alone, go somewhere else. If you don't want to be on the live, you can easily just swipe away while you sitting up in your mama basement eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, asking for $5 on Cash App. Leave me alone. My God. Go ahead. Just want some attention. I know y'all just want a little love. You just want a little attention. But go get it somewhere else now. You ain't gonna get it here. I love you with the love of the Lord because he commanded me to love you. But you can go on, man. Go on. This ain't for you. Will Cox, you know I ain't lying. Down there eating Lay's, potato chips, and drinking up all your mama milk. And you coming on my live. Go on somewhere. Don't got a job, nothing. But y'all, these planes, what we gonna do? Tell me, what we gonna do, chat? What we gonna do? What y'all gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do? I wanna know. It's always when you start talking about some real serious issues that's when the trolls start. Yeah. It's called voting and getting involved. You got that cup from Dollar Tree. They marked them down for $5 to $1. I got 3. Hey, Cece, you a real one. This is not, my wife got me this. This is actually, this is from Home Goods. What's the one cup everybody talking about now that's real popular? That look like this. What they call? This the fake Stanley. It's the fake Stanley right here. This is cousin Lee. This ain't even Stanley. This is Lee. This is Lee right here. It's cousin Stanley, cousin Lee. He do just as good. Lee fine with me. Yeah, them Stanley cups is too high. That's a whole nother conversation. $100 years ago, if they were having this conversation, people would be saying, I'm not going to stop riding a horse and risking my life in those cars doing 30 miles per hour. It's all relative. Yeah. And if you told them years ago that horses be obsolete, they'd call the police on you. It's crazy how times have changed and transportation has changed. Like, you're probably right. At one point in time, they was probably saying horses was dangerous to ride. You know, that was the only horses and camels and all this stuff. And they were dangerous to get on because for some odd reason, you know. But if you neglect maintenance of your car, that's you. You're the only one at fault. I agree with that. I agree with that, Stoney. I agree with that. Did you know we were once apes? All right. Okay. Well, that's all the time I got for y'all tonight. I got on here to talk about the plane job because it's been crazy, all these planes going down. But let me know what y'all think. in the comments section. Like this live. Like it right now so we can get out there to more people that want to watch it. Like, share, comment, all that. I'm not finna address no I'm not finna address no conversation talking about some apes, man. Come on, man. Nuke, appreciate you. They're going to try to make the Jetsons real. Gina, did you see that flying car? Did y'all see that flying car? I wish I could show it. They got the first flying car. It was on Instagram. They got a car that actually got off the ground and flew and landed to another spot. I said, wow. It's a real thing. I didn't know if it was AI or not, but it's actually a real company. I forgot the name of the company and all that. I forgot it, but yeah. Everybody keep asking about the candy, man. I keep candy on me. This is what y'all want to see? Everybody be asking about the candy. Where the candy at? Where the Jolly Ranchers? It ain't Jolly Ranchers in the videos, y'all. It's Cream Savers. This is not brought to you by Cream Savers. This is not sponsorship. I keeps the candy on me. Candy is right here. All y'all keep asking me that question. It be Cream Savers. It's not a Jolly Rancher. Stop saying Jolly Ranchers. It's not a Jolly Rancher that old head be eating on. They Cream Savers. And y'all know these is OG church candy. The real churchgoers know about this. This is G14 classified. The real ones know about these Cream Savers. Real ones. Real ones know. Courtney, you know. Donna, you know. I thought it was a butterscotch. Kaviani used to be. When I first started doing it. It started off as butterscotch candy. The orange, though. Yeah. I could never keep a bag of those for more than 24 hours. Johnny B, you a real one. You know. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. If you're traveling, I'm praying that you make it to your destination safe and don't get on no other plane without praying, y'all. And ask God for guidance. Even when you are planning your trips to work, to go out of town, vacation, or whatever, pray about it, man. Pray about it, because I want you to live. You know, keep God first. All right, love y'all. Peace. Till next time.